week ago, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Carolina Panthers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. On first down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Hines. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming again.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Mahomes now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Watkins, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Hines.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Hines fighting him off. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start on the ground with Hines, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run with Hines. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. That's the pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now back to throw. And he's got Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Panthers have taken the lead. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, McCaffrey. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out here in the eye. This is third and goal, this Chiefs defense. They're giving it all they got. McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Mahomes going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Mahomes now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. This offense finding its leg. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's the 2nd and 7. He's going to look deep for more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Hines. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the gain this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Completes it to Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Now left side on the swing pass. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's...
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, Hines. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. To throw now on first down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Working from the gun, Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it'll bring up 3rd down. And the blitz does come. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run the counter. It's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. High throw, but the catch is made. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Panthers down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Back to throw. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I totally believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And now here comes Kansas City. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get in overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who could help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Chiefs, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.